Everybody, welcome to my channel, Be Free Now with Maria. So today I'm going to start out with this deck, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I've shuffled my deck already, so I'm going to choose the card on top. And the card looks like this, and it says, replace fear with love. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. I love that. It reminds me of affirmations. When I think of words, right? Because words are affirmations. They could be positive, they could be negative. But when our words are supportive of what we want, our dream, what we desire, our joy, then we're more likely, right, to get there faster than not. In other words, it's not that if we have negative, right, thoughts that we can't be successful. It's that when we are impeccable with our word and our words are more in alignment with what we want, then we are able to get to where we want to get to with a lot less turmoil and a lot less drama, in the process, because our words are in alignment with what we want, right? We're not just allowing our words to come out of us without us consciously thinking about them, because we don't want to go in that space, right? If we allow our words to just flow and for us to just speak without thinking about what is it that we want for ourselves or paying attention to what we're saying, then more than likely we're going to allow those fear-based thoughts and words to run amok, right? So we want to make sure that we're looking at which words, are we speaking and what are they aligned with, right? Are they in alignment with fear or are they in alignment with love? Love it's about trust. It's about knowing, right, that if we desire something from within, that it's for us, and trusting that and having faith in that and walking in that direction. But if we focus on fear, those thoughts, right, and then manifest itself into words that we speak are doubtful, they're worrisome, and there's a lot more, right, drama along the way because of that fear and those worries that we walk around with. So what we need to do, right, is pay attention, slow down, notice them, take account of our words, right? Evaluate them. Are these positive or these negative words? Am I being supportive of myself or am I shooting myself down? And sometimes it could be, done in a way where we kind of like being silly, but even silliness, right, matters, because our words, even if we're saying, well, I was just being silly, or I was just being, funny, the thing is that they have merit too. It's like, makes me think of something many years ago. If I would forget something, I would say, oh my God, I'm so stupid, I forgot my keys. Oh my God, I'm so stupid because of this or whatever. And I caught myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, look what I'm always affirming, right? So clearly I wasn't valuing, right, my intelligence. I was focusing on my mistakes and then calling myself stupid in a lighthearted way. But again, they have value, right? I was attached to that. And in some way, I looked at me forgetting as a bad thing, as opposed to it being a human thing and not a representation of my level of intelligence. So even when it seems like it's just loosely stated, there's no such thing. Every word that we speak has value and has meaning, and it is telling us something about ourselves. I had to look at what that meant about me, right? And where did I even establish, right, such a way of speaking? Where did I establish that belief system from? Even though I was doing it like in a like way, it wasn't uplifting, right? It wasn't supportive of me. It wasn't valuing, right, my good. It was a put down. And again, if I was not in the worst mood, then it was not so bad. But if I was not in a good mood, then I felt it even more. But either way, right, we feel it. Our words matter. They have energy to them. And so we really want to pay attention so that we can create a shift for ourselves. We can learn and create a shift and move into self-praise, right? Gratitude and so forth, as opposed to, right, and looking at our good, as opposed to judging ourselves or putting ourselves down in any way, right? And when we're walking, right, or speaking in fear, then, more put downs are going to be said in our mind or out loud, seriously or jokingly. And when we're walking in love or speaking words of love or words of praise for ourselves or for other people, right? We are valuing ourselves, valuing other people, and creating more harmony within and with our relationships. So we want to be mindful of what we're saying and learn about it, right? And create shifts for ourselves and praise ourselves, because I am far from stupid, just so you know. I'm quite smart. Whether I accepted that all of my life or not, it was always true. And I had to learn that. So that's just an example, right, of something I had to learn. And maybe there's something else that you will learn about yourself. But either way, it is worth the time, the effort, and the energy. And for us to be paying attention to what we're saying and to learn from it so that we can change, right, and transmute the stuff that isn't serving us, or words that we're speaking that are hurting us as opposed to prospering us. So before I go any further, though, I do want to pick a word from my bag of words and not end without picking one of these words to see what else I'm inspired to share. All right, okay, I got two. Disgust and satisfaction. Well, it's interesting that these two words should come up. Disgust and satisfaction, because when we put ourselves down, we do feel disgust about ourselves, and we don't want to walk around, right, in disgust with ourselves. We want to learn, right, to love ourselves and to respect ourselves and to value ourselves and to value not only our human self but our divine self, right, all parts of us, and not to put ourselves down in any way, shape, or form, because disgust is what we're going to feel when we do that, regardless of the level that we're saying it at, meaning the energy force. In other words, whether we're really angry or not, doesn't matter, right? Like I said before, it affects us. And disgust is what we're going to feel. And satisfaction is what we're going to feel, right? When we shift from a habit or a pattern that is bringing us down. A lot of times we think that, the circumstances are the problem, but the problem is really the words that we're using, and the words that we're using are connected, right, to our belief system, and we want to work on that, because that's how we get towards more satisfaction within and then without, right? Because whatever we're feeling within is going to manifest and show on the external. So what we say matters, and we want to praise ourselves, or learn to praise ourselves, to see our good, to see that our human self has value and that our divine self is just as beautiful, and we have a divine inheritance that it is important that we acknowledge, because it makes a difference in how we see ourselves and how we speak about ourselves. And of course, this affects then how we speak about others. So our words matter, our words have value, and you are beautiful, I am beautiful in all ways, and we want to learn to believe that about ourselves, so that we're living more in alignment with our soul as opposed to our ego. All right, I'm going to end with that, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. If this video helped you in some way, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to learn more about the work that I'm doing, you can visit my website. All the information is in the description down below. All right, have a beautiful day. Bye for now.